Do you understand English but struggle to speak it? You listen, you read, and you even know the words in your head, but when it's time to talk, your brain freezes. I understand. I coach many professionals who had the same problem. So today I'm going to introduce to you the concept of sentence modeling. If we haven't met, I'm Kanant, or you can call me Coach Nant, and I've been doing this for 15 years. I taught students from primary, secondary, high school, college, and in recent years, I had an opportunity to coach business executives and young professionals too who would like to up their game. Okay, so let's discuss. What is sentence modeling? So, do you have any clue about sentence modeling? Based on the image that you see on the screen, what do you think is the meaning of sentence modeling? So, you guessed it right. It's like the concept of prefab. When we're talking about modern construction, we have these pieces of infrastructure. When you do the construction, like having the parts of the house, you can just have this piece prefabricated, or it's like a template. So the concept is like a Lego. You put things together. Most of the time, your brain freezes when you try to speak because you run out of words or you don't know how to form sentences. And the result of that will also be stuttering. You stutter a lot when you speak because your confidence is low and you cannot express yourself well. And you also run out of words if you are not familiar with how sentences are formed. I learned this concept from a Catholic priest slash educator during our PD day or professional development day when I was still teaching in the southern part of Thailand. So let's try to dissect what is the meaning of sentence modeling. If you watch my previous videos, you already know that I worked for an American company before, like in the early 2000s, and I used to talk with American clients. Everything was on the spot. It's like I don't have any script, but of course, we have the opening spiel and the closing spiel when we're trying to receive calls from American clients. And before, I thought that the secret was perfect grammar, but I was wrong. Because when you converse with someone, I realized that there are patterns that you just need to follow, like patterns of sentences. And if you learn the art of sentence modeling, you can form hundreds of sentences without overthinking. So the secret is you just change one word, one verb, and one reason. So you try to study the parts of the sentence and try to change the parts with something that you change it with something that is already in your memory bank. So these are vocabulary words, different verbs, subject. Let's see. For instance, I need to submit the report today because my boss requested it. So let's break this into slots. Subject, what is a subject? It's I. And verb is need to submit. Object is the report. Time is today. Reason is because my boss requested it. Okay. Let's try to create a sentence of our own using our own verb, object, time, or reason. So let's do it one by one. Verb swap. I need to send a report today because my boss requested it. Instead of send, you say, I need to finish the report today because my boss requested it. Third is, I need to check the report today because I need to check the report today because my boss requested it. So see these verbs in red: send, finish, and check. So you need to have like a model sentence that you can use as a template. Okay. So when you just swap the verbs, this gives you 3 new sentences instantly. Let's try other parts of this model. So instead of send, maybe you can change this. What do you think? So we can say letter, and instead of boss, you can say parents. So I need to send a letter today because my parents requested it. I need to finish the homework today because my teacher requested it. Or you can say, I need to finish the exam today because my professor requested it. Instead of check, you say, I need to wash the car today because my mom requested it. I need to cook the food today because my dad requested it. You can also say, I need to prepare the food today because my dad requested it. Maybe he's going somewhere or going on a vacation. So, yes, that is how you do sentence modeling. Now it's your turn. I'm going to give you some task or assignment. You can be creative in swapping verbs, objects, and reason. So depending on your vocabulary words in your memory bank, try to write as many as 10 or 15 new words every day, and then try to categorize them if it's a verb, if it's an object, time of day, reason. Okay, subject. Subject are usually nouns. So it can be I, you, he, she, it. Okay, so that's how you try to form your own sentence. If you have your notebook with you, you can write this down. And let's try to create our own sentences with these models. So let's up our game a bit, okay? So it's like a professional setting. Imagine that you are at work and we have these sentences. I recommend blank because blank. Can you think of your own sentence? We can say, I recommend that we increase our budget because our sales are going down. Okay, so that's like a professional setting, right? Could you drop by the office at 5:30? Could you submit the reports by Friday? Wow. It's like hitting the deadline of your boss. Could you send the report by 12 noon? Pressure. Number 3, the reason we're having this meeting is because we need to increase our sales. Another pressure from the marketing team. We decided to hang out after office hours. So we decided to hang out with the team after our meeting. Sounds like a happy ending for office work. Let's change it to a different scenario. Like, I recommend you to go to the doctor because you are looking pale or you look sick. I recommend you to go to the therapist because you seem to be weird. I'm just kidding. I recommend you to go to your professor because your grades are low. Probably he can give you or she can give you extra work for you to catch up. Could you send me the letter by Monday? Could you drive me to the library by 2:30 p.m.? The reason we are sick is because we went out in the rain yesterday. The reason we are late is because we watched 5 seasons of The Office. Or lately we have The Paper. We decided to exercise today after going to the buffet yesterday, or after going to the birthday party yesterday. See, it's not that complicated. You just need to be creative and try to imagine like a specific scene or anything that is happening every day, like uh, we call it mundane stuff, right? Your turn. Take this model sentence. I need to blank because blank. So your task is to change the verb, the object, the time, and the reason. You can also post 5 new sentences in your notebook. You know what's interesting about this is it's backed up by research. According to studies, if you do sentence modeling, you recognize patterns and it makes you more familiar with the structure of the English language. I remember during my university days, I used to go every morning in the library and I asked the staff to give me like a newspaper and I read the newspaper every day. It's faster to read because the columns are narrower, so it gives you this illusion that you're reading short phrases and paragraphs without you noticing that you've read tons. And that's also a key in English language acquisition. You should be exposed to many words, phrases, and sentences. So when you read books, you read stories, it goes into your memory bank without knowing it. So you are exposed to these patterns. If you've come this far, I know that you're serious with English. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, don't forget to message us and visit thenglishcrew.com/contact. And if you're finding value in this video, just hit like so that YouTube will recommend this to other viewers. And don't forget to share this with your friends if you find this helpful. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.